Alright, well, what I've got here is a knife that I've been using to open up clams for several years, at least 3 years. I've been using this knife. I got it as a gift. I'm not sure. I think I got it from my parents, but I'm not sure. But some of the clams that I open are a little bit wider than this knife, which makes it a little bit dangerous to be, or it's certainly not ideal to be using this relatively short knife compared to some of the clams that I open. And I had seen this knife at Dollar Tree, which I recognized as being larger and otherwise very similar. So I went ahead and invested the $1 in this knife. And when I used it to open up the large clams, I've used it for one snack. What I noticed is that this corner right here really brings me fear. I fear this corner because it's a very sharp corner, as opposed to this, which is very nicely rounded. And not likely to cause me any pain no matter what I do with it. You know, I'm not likely to cut my finger until my finger gets all the way up here. Back here, my finger feels very safe. Whereas with this knife, my finger feels like it's very much in jeopardy anytime it gets even in this area, because none of this is rounded off. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to put on my safety glasses, and I'm going to use the remaining part of this pre-used cutting wheel to see if I can grind down some of the sharpness at this point. And if I need to replace the cutting wheel, then I'll go ahead and replace the cutting wheel with a new one, which will be considerably larger. But we'll go ahead and give this a try the way that it is first and see what happens. Okay, so I've got my safety glasses on. I'll move my good knife, which probably cost dozens of dollars. I'm sure it did not cost hundreds of dollars, but it probably cost at least a dozen dollars. And see if I can make this $1 knife feel somewhat safer than it currently feels. So let's give this a try. You know what I think this is going to be? That would be throwing dust upwards. Let's do it this way instead, where it'll throw the dust downwards into the sink. Ooh. Still feels a little pointy. I think I could still cut myself on it, but it feels a lot less dangerous right now. Let me see if I've got something that I can use to file down to smooth off that jagged edge right there. I'm going to pause the camera. Okay, I've changed the bit on my Dremel, and I think I can use this sanding bit to kind of, right now I've got a 90 degree here and a 90 degree on this other side, and I think I can use this sanding bit to soften up that corner, soften up those corners. Let's see if it works. Yeah, to me that feels a little bit safer. See if I can flatten down some of this blade right here. Soften that up too. Yeah, I'd say I'm much less likely now to cut myself on this edge of the blade. So it's not likely to cut me until I get to where my fingernail is. And as we compare the lengths of these two knives, this new $1 knife is still much longer than the other knife. So I might be able to continue experimenting with this one. Maybe I'll ask for a longer one of these, maybe for my birthday or something, but for right now, I think this one's going to get me through the next couple of months of opening up clams. I'll experiment with this for a while. Okay, well, as luck would have it, I've got both I've got the packaging for both knives. So the older one, the one that I've been using for a while, the 3-inch, is a Santoku paring knife. Royal Prestige, the ultimate culinary experience. Royal Prestige, Cocino El Maximo. I guess it's model number SP0190, 3-inch Santoku paring knife, made in China. And that's been excellent for opening up clams, but the clams that I've been getting lately have been larger than like what my grandpa would get. So I've been looking for a larger blade, and when I saw this knife at Dollar Tree, I thought I'd give it a try. And this is a 5-inch Santoku knife. So for $1 from Dollar Tree, aside from that really dangerous, what I consider to be a really dangerous edge down here, I'll continue to give this one a try, and that'll get me through until I can get a larger one of these, like a 5-inch of these, or a 4-inch. No, this one's a 5-inch, so I should probably target a 5-inch of this kind of knife also. All right, that's it for this video. Bye.